creating the setup, it's going to take a little bit of patience and a little bit of precision, but you're going to want to measure sections out across your paper. You can go this way or you can go this way. It'll depend how wide your spaces are that you want and possibly how big your design is. So if you're going to use it this way and you want twice as much, so if you want 2 pieces of paper and you're going to glue them together, just remember that your edge on both of these should be white and stay blank so that they can get glued over. So I'm going to go this way, and there's 2 ways you can do it depending on the utensils that you have. So I'm using marker just so that you can see my lines. You could start with pencil, probably better with pencil, and I could start making sure that I'm right at the 0, and I can make my ticks every 2 centimeters, every 4 centimeters, every 3 centimeters. It's your design, so you decide. And then at the bottom, I'm going to make sure, so here I went right to the edge. I'm going to do the exact same at the edge here. And I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, and I would keep going all the way across. Then I'm going to take my time and I'm going to line up this tick and go the full way. I try to make sure that one and that one. I like poking my pencil at both lines so that I know that it's not too far over. And then you would keep going. So if that's the width, you want to keep them consistent. If your section at the end is not the same width, that's fine. Eventually we can either cut it off or it might be part of your gluing. Another method is, again, it's about making sure your ruler is nice and straight. I'm going to line my ruler up right exactly with the edge of the paper. And I'm going to draw all the way down, making sure I'm holding it firm in both spots. I'm going to line it up with the edge. So if you're happy with the width of your ruler, you absolutely can just do this the whole way across. Alright, so as you can see, I've got a space that's not equal sizing. I'm going to leave that for now and just see what happens in the end. And now I'm going to do some accordion folding. So I'm going to take this first one and I'm going to very carefully fold it across the line and make my crease. And then I'm going to fold it backwards, and sometimes using your ruler to help make that crease. And then I'm going to fold it this way, and I'm going to keep going back and forth on those lines, taking my time. Okay, so now that I have it folded, and I still have that little piece at the end, that's just a reminder that if you're using one of the printout templates, you don't do the folding to the end. You want to do all your coloring first and then do your folding. So now, when I hold it this way, you can see that there's 4 slats, 1, 2, 3, 4, that are going to show the picture, and this way, 5 slats that are going to show the picture. So now the trick is, how do we draw this? Some people might be able to draw it flat. I definitely know that I couldn't draw 2 different designs in alternating spots. Alright, so after some trial and error, I tried doing some freestyle, and it might not be my most perfect star. And then I tried some tracing and a little bit more thorough planning. So let's go with this method, because you can get a lot more accurate. So my suggestion is to do 2 pieces of paper with identical spacing. So if you use your ruler width or you measured out, do it twice on 2 separate pieces of paper. So then I know that alternating 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And if you did your folds already, that's okay. Flatten it back out. And now I know section 1 or image 1 is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots, and image 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to have 4. So I'm going to go to my extra paper and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut down that line. So now I have an image for a 5 and a 4. So I can draw everything out here and draw my second image here. Then I can either color them on here and cut them out and glue them on the 1-2s, or draw them with a dark marker and then trace, make sure you match up the ones with the proper ones, and do it that way. So that is my suggestion. The next video shows you how I did the 5 image and I did the tracing. But again, if you're going to glue it, color everything here first and then glue in. And a tip with the coloring, the more full, like if you color in the background, the more things pop out. Alright, so method 2 worked a lot better. So you'll see in the next video that my Diwali candle worked a lot better than my star. And I think in hindsight, so now that I know, I would try and use opposite colors. I don't know, I think it just makes it stand out. And I'd probably do my background of my star a darker color to make this side pop. And then you have the Diwali. So the video goes fast. And so basically I drew my 5 slits because I knew it was going to be 5 pieces, traced it out, then darkened it, and then just went piece by piece to trace over it. You could have colored it all here, cut these out and glued them on. Totally depends on your style. Tips, darkness doesn't matter here. I would have gone a lot lighter in my pencil here so it didn't show up in my design. And the thinner your slats are, the thinner these columns are, the more pronounced your image is going to look. Okay, so it depends how detailed you want to get, but the skinnier they are, the more real it will look. But I think that's all right. Here I took the drawing, traced it, outlined it darker, then traced it into my 5 slots. Then I was able to color it in. I wish I had erased my pencil lines because they came through in the yellow, but this worked a lot better with the proportions and knowing how many spaces I needed to make it.